You're listening to the Claret and Big Blue podcast on the Pass the Gravy Podcast Network.
Damn, Daniel.
Who do you think you are? I am. It's Pettis to Jones. Oh, what a catch by Daniel Jones.
Taken away by Wicks. Lantini. Oh, it's glorious.
Play action. Over the middle. Touchdown, Giants.
Give me a hell yeah.
And we are live.
We'll do it live.
Welcome everyone to Claret and Big Blue, probably the only podcast on the internet dedicated to West Ham United and the New York Giants. That's right, football and football. Balls for everyone's taste. I am Mike Fish, and I'm joined as always by Mr. Alex Middleton. Alex, how you doing, buddy?
What's up, dude? We have not had a loss in now 2 weeks. 2 weeks. We have not suffered a loss. I love it.
And even when
Tuesdays are fun.
Even when our teams aren't playing, our players are
Lost.
crushing it. Get into that. Mikel Antonio. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Mhm.
What have you been up to in the bye week and international break? Losing your brain like me?
I mean, no, I know that we didn't have the beautiful game around. I guess we did. I just don't give a shit about like European World Cup qualifiers, really. And it's also like in the height of like NFL season. I paid attention to a lot of college football and NFL this weekend.
How did the mighty Wildcats, my Wildcats, get on?
Oh, your Wildcats, dude. I want to say they won. You know what? Your official couple days late Wildcat update. Obviously, he's a U fan.
Obviously, a very fair weather fan. I have no idea.
It was a bye week. It was a bye week, though.
Oh, it was
a bye week for us. I mean, I don't know what Kentucky did.
I was going to say
We'll find out.
Give me an out, but not knowing what was going on.
Look, you could have then been like, "Yeah, I looked for the game, couldn't find it, dude." Like, I don't know where. Was it on TV or something? They beat Vanderbilt 34-17.
Crushed it. Knew it.
And they've got New Mexico State coming up. That's throw out the record books when those two get together. I feel like they're gonna blow out New Mexico State, but then you wrap up the season with your rival Louisville.
Oh, I fucking hate Louisville.
Yeah, dude. I hate them too, man.
Like, especially when it's like your name's Louisville and you pronounce it
Right.
Louisville. Fucking pretentious
and they
pricks.
named after a baseball bat, but like you're gonna try and tell me you're better at football. Yeah, I don't think so, buddy.
It's like someone who tries to pretend they speak French, but they don't. And says, "Oh, Louisville.
Louisville.
Oh, I am from Louisville. Master of the lovemaking. from
Ricky
Louisville.
Bobby.
Would you like a crepe? Oh, they just had mini
Pipe in the
pancakes.
creek. A bong in the blintz. A smoke in a pancake.
This is all we're going to do. There's no West Ham game or Giants
Just-
game to wrap
we're
up. We're just
just
going to...
movie
Will
references.
Ferrell movies.
Nonstop. The Sam Houston Bearcats won, longest winning streak in Division I football. Not to brag or anything, but pretty cool.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
Yeah, they're doing all right. They're gonna win another ship. That's what they're gonna
Ever
do.
since their players joined up past the gravy, just giving that extra fire.
Again, I'm not taking credit for it, but it is. Is it a coincidence? Maybe.
Because they know if they start losing, they're going to lose that sweet PTG money.
No. We support our boys no matter what. But like, obviously, it's better when they win. It's cool when they win.
But just to put it out,
We love them regardless.
The PTG money is mega money. Like they don't want to lose that. Like that's
Yeah, that's their meal ticket, you know.
They're
All
gonna
that
buy a
big
house
that
with that
big
money.
PTG money.
But yeah, other than that, did you get up to anything exciting outside of sports? Or did you
Not really, dude. Oh, I saw my friend's baby. Went to see their baby. That was cool. Again, like I don't have
Did
a
it look
child,
like
so I just
every other baby?
No, it kind of looked like the combination of them, which I said was good because it would have looked bad if it looked like two other people. But they had a little Passive Gravy onesie that they were wearing, that she was wearing. So obviously she's got great taste. She's got great taste in podcasts. But yeah, that was cool. I don't know when I'm gonna feel comfortable ever holding a child, because I did hold her and I was terrified I was gonna fuck it up somehow the whole time. I was just like, dude, just hold on, just don't drop her. I was like, yeah, I know, but like, what if I hiccup? I don't know. If she does like a alligator roll, how am I gonna handle this? I don't know. I've never prepared for this moment.
I do love it when people do that. When they hand you their child.
They didn't do that. Like, they asked if I wanted to, and I was like, yeah.
Oh no, but
Like,
then
my
when
best
they give
friend's like kid, so obviously I'm gonna do that.
But when parents, when the exchange happens and the parent hands you the baby,
When it's just here,
and then they give you that piece of advice of just don't drop it. So, oh, okay, because that was gonna be what I was gonna do, but that's a bad thing. Okay.
Well, now it makes me more nervous to drop it. I'm like, oh, what was there a secret instruction I didn't hear?
Because if you do, they're gonna hold that against you for a while,
right? And it's like, you handed it to me, but yeah, no, I volunteered to hold the baby, and I mean, I wasn't like against it. I gotta be like tight with this kid, you know, like Penelope and me we're gonna be homies eventually. But I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna hold your kid. But it's like, when it's a kid that I don't like give a fuck about, like it's just like I don't want to hold it.
No, because then if you drop it, then 21 years later you're gonna be in the bar, and then this kid's gonna walk in with like a squashed face, and you're like, oh shit, that's the kid I dropped, and now you can't drink in that bar anymore.
It's not even that, but it's like, I don't ever want to be like say I went up to visit you and your wife, and like we went out and your friends brought their baby to the place that we were at or whatever, and they're like, here, Mike's friend, hold this baby. I'm like, I don't want to, because then like if something happened, then they'd be like, yeah, your weird friend from Texas, when he came in, he dropped our baby, and then I'm always just like Mike's weird friend that dropped their baby, and it's like, I don't want to be that.
It's a terrible nickname as well.
Yeah, what is your friend doing? Dropping more babies? And you're like, no, it's not all he does. He does other things.
Plays Call of Duty sometimes.
He does play Call of Duty. He's not just dropping babies.
Oh. Anyway, that wraps it up for this week's show. Thanks for joining us.
And then tune in next week for more baby dropping stories. It's a Clear Big Blue podcast. Hey.
So that's what that means? Okay. Let's talk about some West Ham news that came out this week. So I thought we didn't have anything, but then something big happened, and Alex O just jumped in live chat. If you're not on the YouTube page, join us on YouTube. We're live.
Dude, you just missed the baby dropping talk.
What's up, bros? What's up, Alex? Yeah, we're about to talk about the big news of everyone wanted David Golden, David Sullivan out, GSB out was the hashtag, if I'm recalling. And we may be getting one step closer to that as Czech billionaire David Krasinski bought 27% of the club, diluting. To be honest, I don't know. I wasn't familiar with the breakdown of the shareholding before this happened, but as I understand it, David Gold took a heavy amount of his shares away, and David Sullivan. So I think the priority is David Sullivan with like 37%. So it's close to being the main man. What are your thoughts? Was you excited? Was you happy? Was you like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is?
I mean, honestly, Rupert and Ted Lasso, spoiler alert if you have not finished season 2 of Ted Lasso, but Rupert bought West Ham. So I was like, oh, what if that would have been crazy if that guy did it. And then when I saw it was a Czech guy, I immediately light bulb, because everybody that's been a long time listener or viewer of Claret Big Blue podcast knows our entire MO for West Ham is just sign every Czech national player, and it'll just be like Czech national practice. The team gets better, the club gets better. Obviously, Soufal and Souček are working, and then we got Kral, who's also kicking ass too. So like, yeah, let's just sign the rest of the Czechs, dude. I don't give a shit. They seem like cool people.
Yeah, and I mean, I haven't seen an exact quote from him, but apparently the word is that because he owns majority stake in Sparta Prague, which is another Czech Premier League team or whatever their league's called. And apparently he wants to use them as pretty much a feeder club for us. Like, use their youth, and then once they get good, send them to the Premier League where the big bucks are, I guess.
And that's where Souček and Soufal came from, if I...
No, they came from the another club called
Well, there's like two teams in Czech football that are like good,
yeah,
and it's
pretty much.
like they're like the Barcelona, Real Madrid of
They-
that. Okay,
They came from the other
I thought
one.
it was Sparta Prague. Yeah, so they came from the other one with the red and white split jerseys. Those are cool jerseys that they have.
Now because I knew what it was, and now I'm lost. They came from Slavia Prague. Not-
Okay, see, there's a Prague, but that probably
It was
means
in
it's in
Prague.
they're both located in Prague.
That if I had to guess, that'd be the case. Yes,
Because I know Prague is where Dominik Hasek was from,
geography.
Hall of Fame goaltender in the NHL, and I just know that's the one reason I know where in the Czech Republic that is. It's the capital, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Look at this. We are
Look,
education.
hey, we're
people
teaching you
today.
about the world here today. Dropping babies in geography, all right?
Was you ever a Big Bang Theory guy? Did you ever watch that?
No, but I was watching a little bit of Young Sheldon today before I walked the dog.
I'll say, well, it's geography talk. We could do that. Welcome to the world of flags, which is Sheldon's. He's a big fan of flags, apparently.
Flags are cool. Flags are cool. I judge nations on if they have shitty flags. I'm not going to lie.
Did you see the big controversy about France and their flag? Speaking of, segue.
No. Tell me more, Mike. I'm interested.
So apparently, the president of France just decided that the national flag, instead of royal blue, is now going to be a slightly darker shade of blue.
Like a navy, maybe?
Yeah. I saw an article on that, and I thought it was a bigger thing than it was, but apparently no one gives a shit. So I don't know. But there you go.
I mean, I'm shocked.
It's it's pretty much derailed this whole conversation.
Yeah,
because
I
now
don't,
it's like,
I don't
need
know
to
where
sit
else
down.
we're gonna go. But back to the Czech guy that bought it. Like he bought 27%. So you think that's why he did that, to kind of use it as a feeder system where it's like, I don't own 100%. I saw that maybe there is a route to buy it outright.
Yeah. So word on the so people are putting two and two together and hopefully not getting fired. But so when the Sullivan and Gold moved into London Stadium and had the 99-year lease, apparently part of the deal was because they hardly pay any. They pay like $2 million a year rent, which is nothing. But apparently part of that deal was that they weren't allowed to sell the club until 2023, because if they sell the club before 2023, then suddenly they have a huge tax bill from the City of London relating to the stadium or something like that. So people are suggesting that this is basically the start of them selling the club, but they're
not allowed to outright sell the majority. Okay.
Yes. So I think Daniel Kretinsky, I wouldn't be shocked if he becomes like the main man in 2023 when it's
Kretinsky,
when basically Sullivan Gold don't have to pay a major tax payout to sell the club. So yes, I think it's only a couple of years, and I wouldn't be shocked if we're fully Czech owned. But I imagine Gold and Sullivan will probably keep like a small part in it just so they can.
But as long as they can't control it and fuck it up more.
Yeah, no, I think
that's what we care about.
I think,
and then also they should sell it to the guy from Ted Lasso too.
Wouldn't it be hilarious if the AXA bought shares in West Ham? Just even if it was like 1%, it'd be funny. Life imitating art.
Yeah, dude. If I ever am like rich, that's all I want to do is just buy like a 1% share in a bunch of random like clubs. Not like all in like the same league or anything, but it'd be so sick if I could just own like a half share of the Giants. Like I don't think that you can, but like I would buy a part of the Packers just because I could be like, I'm an owner. Like I would want to own like a 1/3 share of like the Houston Dynamo. Where like I don't really have to do anything, but I can be like, my name, I'm an owner.
I'm not sure you can do that because aren't American teams pretty much like McDonald's, where they're like technically you're buying a franchise. So I don't know if you can sell shares in a franchise.
That's true. I mean, well, we have the Mares and the Tishes that own the Giants. They kind of split it.
Yeah, but no, I would just like.
I know that James Harden has like a stake in the Houston Dynamo or Houston Dynamo FC, whatever the fuck they go by now. But he has like a very small stake in it because when they relaunched their jerseys and their like logo, he was like a big part of it. And it was like owner Oh, I am a Roughnecks owner, Alex O points out. That is very true. Roughnecks parentheses season ticket owner. So I have a part owner, yes, part owner of the Houston Roughnecks, and I did lead that team. That's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. I have never been a part owner of a team that has lost a game. So you want to talk about a winning track record? I'm the guy. 5-0.
And
XFL
we have like a
champs.
very successful pairing because, like we mentioned last week, the Giants have never lost a game in which I have been in a line trying to buy beer at the stadium.
So, is it
Here's
coincidence or fate? You decide.
But if I had a lot of money, I would just sponsor a bunch of teams and just be watching games where they have a picture of my face on this shirt. That'd be hilarious to me.
And I know we're going off topic again, but again, there were no games for our teams to talk about right now. So before we preview, have you seen that Jay-Z and Beyonce commercial? I think it's like either Tiffany or Cartier. It's like some like jewelry company, and it's just like Jay-Z's like playing piano, and then like Beyonce shows up in his house, and like they got the big fancy glass house, and it's like, look how rich we are, and then they're hugging at the end, and it's like Tiffany and Co. or Cartier, and when you watch it, you're just like, that kind of just looks like they're bragging about being rich, and if you're rich, that would be funny to just buy time and be like, I am rich, look at me. Look how rich I am. Like, that would be funny just because like, I have all that. Like, Elon Musk could do that and it wouldn't hurt him at all. Like, just like, look how rich I am. This is me shredding thousands of dollars on a shredder for a commercial that I purchased. Watch me.
I would just love it if he did that. Elon Musk has bought a bunch of commercial times and it was just him sitting on the couch drinking a beer. Hey,
just doing cool stuff.
I'm Elon Musk.
You're so rich that you could just be like, you know what? I just saw what was the Marvel movie? Eternals?
That'd be so good. Yeah, if
I just saw Eternals, and here's my review. I gotta say 4 stars. Honestly, didn't like this, didn't like that. But it's got to be in 30 seconds or a minute that he buys, and then that's just it.
That would be great. If
you guys tried the new Starbucks? I don't like it. I don't like the new Christmas drink this year.
We need to. We're gonna, because I know he's a big fan of this show, so I'm gonna clip him in this. And yeah, we want Elon Musk commercial movie reviews. That's a thing we want. And he seems to be a man of the people, right? He seems like a cool guy.
I guess that's why we're not rich, because if we were rich, we would blow through all of the money doing that dumb shit. But if you're Elon Musk rich, it's like you can't really blow through that, can you?
Because doesn't he earn like $100,000 a second or some stupid shit?
Yeah, I did something like that for work the other day. And it was like he could make my salary in like 5 minutes, less than that. And I was like, yeah, well, I feel great. I feel great about myself now.
So obviously without divulging, we're going to get back on topic in a minute, by the way. Without obviously divulging important figures, do you get paid? Are you salaried or do you get technically an hour rate?
I have like a base, but then I also get like endorsement money and stuff like that too.
Okay, here's a fun thing for you to do. I used to do this sometimes when I worked in England and I was super bored. So you work out, okay, I guess it technically works if you're hourly rated or salary, because you can work out how much technically you're earning per hour, and then you divide it by 60 and work out how much you're earning per minute. Then you go to the bathroom, take a dump, time it, and then you work out how much that company paid you to take a dump. It changes your life.
I mean, that's a fun. That is a fun way to look at it. I might have to try
especially if you're having a bad day at work. Do that, and you're like, I just got paid $10 to take a shit. That was awesome.
When I worked hourly, I would look at like purchasing things as like, that's this many hours of work. Do I want to eat? Like, am I gonna go get food at this place? Well, it's like 3 hours worth of work. Is it worth that?
Yeah. When you put like no way to put a damper on things, Jesus.
Right. So it can go both ways.
Alexo said if I owned a Dynamo, he would put Alex as the goalie.
Thanks, man. I mean, honestly, they couldn't be much worse than they were this year. So I would at least be like saving you money. So I wouldn't take a big paycheck. I'm not that kind of guy.
Man, the people.
That kind of guy. Yeah, I'm just playing for the people. All right. I'd shake hands after game. I'd sign stuff for the fans. I'd give back.
Just don't hand him a baby.
Just don't hand me the baby. Yeah, good call.
What was that? What movie was that? Where I think was it a Will Ferrell movie where he's going through signing autographs and then he's like just carries on and he ends up like autographing a baby's head.
Yeah, I think it was it
Was
Talladega?
it Talladega Nights?
Yeah.
I think
that was Talladega Nights.
Classic. But yeah, so that's Daniel Kretinsky. Good for him. I'm happy. At least he's like a footballer. He's already owns a football club, so he knows what he's doing. Good for him. Next, some sad news. Apparently, West Ham, who are playing Rapid Vienna next week in the final Europa League group game next Thursday. But there'll be no.
We got two more. We got 2 more. Don't we? Because we haven't played Zagreb the second time.
I thought it was a long way away. Oh, maybe
we just play him in January. Oh, January.
No.
I don't know if that's how.
Oh, you are right. We have got 2 left. Okay. So yeah,
I remember it was weird that we went gank. We just played gank in back-to-back games.
You are
so
correct.
It felt like we should have played someone else.
So yes. So in a penultimate game then, but there'll be no West Ham fans. Sorry, because it's our last away game. Our last game of the group is in London Stadium. Because of apparently crowd disturbance in Genk, I believe it was the game. UEFA fined West Ham 34,500 euros, which is a fake currency, so it doesn't really matter. But then also banned us from selling away tickets, which apparently West Ham have now written to UEFA basically saying, don't just tell us this happened. You need to tell us why this has happened because we don't think anything actually happened. And word on the street, people I know that were there said nothing really that bad happened. Apparently,
but also if they were part of it, they would be like, "Yeah, nothing happened." Clearly.
Oh yeah, I was just there, drinking my water, saying prayers, being a good Catholic boy.
Well, as one of the 2 head people at Claire at Big Blue Podcast, I think we should write Europa a letter. And Mike, I feel like you're a little bit closer to the Europa headquarters, so I'm gonna have you mail this out. But if you'll just you can paraphrase what I'm about to say too, but just be like, "Dear Europa Board of Directors of Suspensions, suck our dicks. Sincerely, Claire at Big Blue Podcast." But actually spell it right and don't stumble on the words like I did.
Did we read it? Claire.
Yeah. Just our dicks, Europa League officials and people like that. You're just trying to keep us down because we're good.
We're massive.
That's what it is. Massive.
This is the only good reason to have a fisheye lens cameras because I can do this.
That's pretty cool. I cannot do that.
It's great audio content if you are listening to this. I'm putting my arms really wide to show how massive West Ham United. But West Ham have said they're going to refund all the tickets if it stands. But obviously, it kind of sucks if people have bought flights and hotels and
there's
lose a bunch of money.
With it.
I think it's
what do they do?
Well, apparently
they don't know what they did.
Apparently, it's crowd disturbance.
What does that mean?
Exactly. I think that's what West Ham are
because Mexico's national team was saying some stuff they shouldn't have said, allegedly. Like, were we saying inappropriate shit? Was there fights? I don't know.
That's why I think
I watched the game, and as a viewer of the game, I didn't notice anything from my home that was in a different continent. But still,
the reason I think it's BS is because I remember when I think it was when Genk were playing us at London Stadium, and there was a bit of hoo-ha in the crowd. They kept showing it. They kept putting the cameras on the crowd, being a bit antsy. But in the other game, I didn't see anything. The cameras weren't doing anything. But I think it's BS because it's so last minute. I think it's unfair that because I'm assuming even if there were some people misbehaving, it wasn't all of them. And so to screw over everyone, like at this last minute, what it should have been at least would have been, hey, we're FYI, you did bad, so we're going to give you a suspended ban. Do it for a game where the tickets haven't already been sold. and people have made accommodations and shit like that. Because I think that's just mean of UEFA, and they should indeed suck our dicks.
So what they're trying to do is just get in our heads, and that just means we have to go and just fuck up Rapid Vienna. See like a 4-0 win, but like we'll make the predictions on next week's podcast because that is over a week away. But it is stupid that happened. While we're on West Ham, can we also talk about how Mikel Antonio is the greatest Jamaican footballer of all time? He's absolutely dominated. I think he's got 2 goals that I've seen, but still, he's got 2 goals in his last 2 or 3 appearances for Jamaica. So clearly, he's the GOAT of Jamaican soccer, and I'm just glad he's one of our guys.
Indeed, yeah, he's just scored. He's in progress playing the US of A, and he scored a goal against them. It's 1-1 currently. I'm trying to watch it, but Paramount Plus is being a dick. As always. But yeah, I think he scored in their last game, right? Against someone else. Another team in that qualification.
Not the USA.
Was not USA. I'm hoping because what's the standings in there? Because I think is it in the CONCACAF?
USA is atop the group with 14 points. They did just beat Mexico as well. And then Jamaica is 6th with 6 points.
Well, if it stands like this, they'll move up to 5th. But I think it's the top 4 go through. There's still, after this game, 6 games to go. So it's all to play for. It would be very nice if in the World Cup in Qatar, we saw Mikel Antonio playing for Jamaica in the World Cup. That'd be nice. Let's try to will that into... But the only thing I'm not looking forward to, though, in Qatar, have you seen when the games are being played?
No, but it's probably going to be some stupid time.
Because Qatar is 8 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, so 9 hours ahead of you. So, if USA make it, they could be potentially playing games at 4 a.m., which would be very nice.
Fun.
Because 4 a.m. is a bullshit time. I hate 4 a.m. because it's like, it's too late to be the whole, I'm just staying up to watch the game. But it's too early to get up to watch. So it's like, either way, it's like, this shit. Like,
yeah, no the 6 a.m. kickoffs here, they're not ideal, but it's like 6 a.m. is doable. If it's before 6 a.m., it's like, what the fuck am I going to do now?
Well, it could be because if it's on a day if it's on a weekday, you could be
check it out
on your way to, because what time do you technically, I know you start work, but you go on air at 7?
Like 5:50. I guess 6:50 your time. 5:50 mine. But yeah, I don't know.
That make your sports blog easier.
A little bit.
Keep talking about the World Cup.
But we do have a West Ham game against Wolves this weekend that we should break down.
I did that. I did it in the American style. I actually wrote it down. West Ham at Wolves.
At Wolves. Let's see. I also wrote West Ham at Wolves as well.
Look at that. So we're on the
now we're getting it.
What's it called? The match game or whatever it's called.
The match game.
Where I write something down, you have to say it. Yep.
The password game, something like that. I don't know. Clue.
Guess who?
Wheel.
Is he wearing glasses? Does he have long hair?
I feel like this feels like a trap game because we've had so much success lately. We're having the international break. I feel like Wolves doesn't have as many international players, which is like, it feels like maybe like they'll be ready to go, but they also rust. I don't know. How do you feel that this is going to go? It seems like a trap game. I just don't see West Ham losing it.
I know. I always fear the first game after an international break because it just feels like we play really well and I get hyped up and you get caught up in the hype train. Woo! And then you take it feels like 2 weeks off and you cool down. And then the old West Ham in my head comes back, and I'm like, "Oh God, we're gonna lose!" Oh.
Right. And especially I don't know, because it feels like it would have been a classic letdown position after the Liverpool game, to then not show up to the next one. But we had that week off, so maybe this does benefit us against Wolves. I just don't see Wolves defense being able to stop us enough. I feel like that's 2 goals that they're giving up walking into the stadium. Fabianski starts, that's 1 goal, so 2-1 minimum, but I feel like West Ham's going to be able to score at least 3.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be goals in this game. And Wolves are playing very well. I mean, they lost their last game against, I can't remember who, but I know they lost their last game. Who was it? Let me look it up. Oh, they lost against Crystal Palace. Oh my God, they're terrible. Forget it. We're going to win.
They drew against Leeds a couple weeks ago. So, like, we are better than those teams. Does that mean that it'll translate? Probably not always, but, like, I feel like it should.
Yeah, I'm going to...
Alex O has his final score.
Oh, Alex O with the prediction. 5-0. Okay.
I like that.
I like the enthusiasm.
I want that.
I like that. I mean, he has kept a clean sheet, but like you're saying, because we know Fabianski's probably going to start this game, it is almost like you might as well give them a 1-goal head start because he is going to let in the goal. I know he is.
Just assume he's going to get up to 1 and then be super impressed if he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to set it up, you know.
I mean, if I had to guess, I think it's probably going to be like a 3-2 West Ham win.
I could feel that too. I could see that.
And I think it's going to be frustrating. This could be one of those really frustrating games where it's that we go like old school when we go 3-0 up and then they score and then they score again like the 85th minute. It's like, fuck.
Don't put that voodoo on them. Don't you do that. This is a positive vibes podcast. We don't do that. Our team is too massive for that to happen anymore.
All right, should we?
We're top 3. We're top 3.
So they go 2-0 up, and then in the 85th minute we score 3 goals.
They exchange goals for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know, but West Ham's gonna win. I'm just gonna keep saying they're gonna do it because they've been doing that.
Well, Fornals is gonna score again because he's on fire.
I like that. Yeah, Fornals has been awesome. Then Antonio probably again.
Souček scored a goal for Czech Republic recently with a super header.
Ramos scored as well
for Algeria. So
lots of international goals from the Hammers. So probably going to keep that going.
So
maybe it's 5-0.
So I'm going to go. Who am I going to go? I'm going to go. Fornals is going to score. Antonio and Benny. Those are my 3 scores.
Fornals, Antonio, Souček.
Fornals, Antonio, Souček. Okay, you're again, and you went what 3-1. So, because you're the American betting expert, and I know you know a guy who knows a lot about other football betting. But can you do that kind of what we call an accumulator, or I think you call it in America the parlay?
A parlay, yes.
Can you say, okay, I'm going to bet in one single bet that these 3 players are going to score a goal? So to win, you have to all 3 of them have to win.
You could do that.
I imagine the odds on that's going to be pretty good, right?
They would have to be. Let me go look. If you'll fill some time.
We're going to do this live.
It'll take a little while, but I might bet that just because. But that would be insane if that hit. That would be like such a huge payout. Like
West Ham to score 3 goals and then these players score.
Because usually the odds for somebody to score, since like that doesn't happen a ton in like an EPL game, are kind of crazy. Let me look ahead. Maybe it'll let me.
Speaking of low-scoring games and switching sports prematurely, but what was that game? Was it the Sunday game where it was like after the third quarter it was only 3-0?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Was it the Lions game?
Maybe. I can't remember now.
Might have been the Lions.
But it was just so boring. It might be the Lions.
Okay, they're making me have to. Well, I'll figure it out as we're discussing this, and then I'm just going to interrupt.
What are they trying to do, Alex? What are they trying to make you do? Don't let them push you around.
No, it's just very difficult to. I'm having to scroll through each individual player instead of just hitting like what it is. But if you bet for the score to be 3-1 West Ham, you would get it's plus 1764. So if you bet like yeah, it's a lot of money.
That's just on a 3-1 score, or is that all three of those
The score has to be exactly West Ham. So if I bet $10, I'd get $176 back.
Okay, and what's that 3-2?
3-1, 3-2 would be. It's plus 299 or plus 29.99. So even better odds.
Making that
so
money.
Bet both of those, and then maybe they hit.
And then we're going to work out if we can put on the individual scores. That'd be sweet.
Right.
Make bank. But yeah, I think we're going to win. Continue our hot streak, continue on. And then hopefully, because then what other games have we got there where you can, like, who are Manchester City playing? They're playing Everton. Be nice for them to drop points. And then we could move up into second.
Yeah,
Chelsea,
I'd be down for that.
Chelsea playing Leicester, that could be interesting. So we could move closer to first. But yeah, I think we could definitely win that game. And then Liverpool playing Arsenal, that could be an interesting game because Arsenal on their way back up. Could see Liverpool dropping points. So could be a big weekend to move us closer to winning the Premier League because that's what we're going to do. Pow. You still working on that?
Yeah, it's not working for me. The website being kind of shitty. So we'll just I'll tweet it. I'll tweet it when I get it.
A bad tradesman blames his tools, Alex.
Well, I'm blaming the website because the website goes down periodically. We'll bet the final score. That'd be cool.
Giants. Just talking about some football. So we just talked about football, and now we're talking about football. Football, as I like to call it. Giants at the Bucks on my favorite show of the week, Monday Night Football. And I do believe, unless I missed it, Mannings are on this game. They take random. Okay, before we get into Giants, real quick, I have to give a shout out because what was that golfer's name on the show last night? Phil Mickelson. I'm not going to hate. The guy was pretty boring to watch, but I got to give props. That guy found out he was going to be on that show. He was like, I get 20 minutes with the Manning brothers. He came prepared. He had all the questions he wanted answers to. Like, he fangirled out. And I, in a weird way, enjoyed watching that. It wasn't entertaining.
I like that too, yeah.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like, it was nice to watch him going, because you knew he was like looking down.
Because that's how I want to be too. That's how I would want to be too. If you're like, dude, Mike, you get to hang out for a quarter with the Manning bros. You'd be like, I mean, obviously I have some stuff I want to ask.
But I loved how he kind of like tried to make it seem like he was, so yeah, I can see the 49ers, they're now on third down. Speaking of which, Eli, how was it like in that Super Bowl when this? It's like, okay.
Yeah, how was it when you were playing the 49ers, the NFC Championship game? And yeah, it was cool. I mean, he definitely did his research. But I'm excited because it always helps watching the Giants, especially if something doesn't go well. And I mean, they played one team that was in the Super Bowl already on Monday Night Football. And now we're going to play the second team that was in the Super Bowl that won the Super Bowl again on Monday Night Football. So I don't know. I feel like the Bucks are short. I know Jason Pierre-Paul is not going to play, and they have a couple other guys on the defense that's not going to play. Hopefully that bodes well. If Jason Garrett was not our play caller, then I would feel a lot better, but I don't, because I don't expect Jason Garrett to have made any changes over the bye week at all. Maybe Andrew Thomas is back. If Andrew Thomas is back, that definitely plays in the Giants' favor. If the defense can get anywhere near,
playing, hopefully.
I saw he's been practicing. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's going to be used in kind of a split running back situation role with Booker. On it,
yeah, he won't be pulled in.
Booker to Tucker deserves to get to have some playing time, and Penny even too if he needs to. But if the Bucks hadn't fucking lost this weekend, it's like Tom Brady's gonna be so pissed. Now I get mad, Tom Brady. They lost to the Washington football team by 10 points, 29-19, I think was the final. And it just feels like they're going to come out ready to go. But also, you know what? We're frisky, and we're going to will this team to the goddamn playoffs. I don't know if you saw the playoff picture. This is the first week that we got to see that. At 3-6, Giants are a game out of the playoffs, boys.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it's not looking great. But we can still get in. We can fuck around and get in the playoffs, dude.
It's not looking great, but
Enough
it's looking
games go our way.
I thought it would be.
Danny is going to be throwing dimes, like Alex O says. Bucks have lost 2 in a row. Fuck, does Tom Brady ever lose 3 in a row?
Now he does.
I don't know, but in our favor. The odds are in our favor, dude. We have won 1 in a row.
We're on a hot streak.
Not lost 2 weeks in a row. And the Bucks have lost 2 weeks in a row. So we're going 2 teams in opposite directions, maybe.
Yeah, we're going to leave them in a dust.
This is where the Giants shock the world. And people are like, oh, okay, maybe the Giants aren't bad. They started off.
Giants. He's going to have his Eli moment.
Dude, I'm just going with it. I'm going to say the Giants win this game. Giants they fuck around and win it. And then we look at the schedule next week as I have prepared to buy back 100% to the Giants winning. And then we're like, yeah, we can beat the Eagles. Yeah, we can beat the Dolphins. Yeah, we can beat the Chargers. Yeah, we can beat the Cowboys who lost to the Bucks. If we beat the Bucks, we can definitely beat the Cowboys. We could beat the Eagles again. We could beat the Bears. We could beat the Washington football team. That's winning the fucking schedule. Our 2 toughest games left are the Bucks and the Cowboys. And if we win one of those, we are sitting pretty. This is a watermark. Is it watermark? It's a measuring tape game for the Giants. Kind of like a must win, kind of like a can't lose, which are 2 different things. But if we win this game, this shows like, okay, maybe the Giants are turning a corner here. Maybe this is where this is that moment that Joe Judge got the guys to kind of turn the thing around. Should we expect to win? Probably not. Am I going to say we're going to win? Yes, because I don't fucking care. I'm going to say we win. I'm going to say 27-20. 27-20. 27-20. They're going to make us sweat it out. They'll make us sweat it out at the end because we can't ever just win anything nice.
Alex O says Brady's going to be scared when he sees Jones because he's a spitting image Eli. He does like to do faces.
He does. I love that, though. That's what we love.
Maybe that'd be flashback, like Vietnam-style flashbacks.
Right, and that's we want to get in Tommy's head. Tommy didn't look great. I mean, he didn't have Antonio Brown. I don't know. Maybe is Tom Brady getting old?
I mean,
it is.
Yes.
That is actually a factual statement because he is getting older every single day. We're all
one of those. Yeah. Do you know what I think? I because JPP, he's out. He's too scared to play Giants because he knows he doesn't want to get embarrassed by us because that'd be embarrassing for him to get embarrassed by us. I think this is going to be one of those again where I think I feel confident. I feel like our defense is going to show up.
And I think Daniel, is he undefeated against the Buccaneers? Because remember his first start was against the Bucks.
And he won that game.
And he led us in a comeback to win.
And then wasn't he injured when we
for the last time? So 1-0. He's won 100% of his starts against the Bucks. And let's just hope that continues. Whereas Tom Brady, who has definitely not won 100% of his starts against the Giants. So you're looking at an edge. Daniel Jones never lost to the Bucks. Tom Brady has lost to the Giants.
I am going to go. It's gonna be a sweaty out game. I'm gonna go Giants 16-13. Graham Gano is gonna be the savior of this team. I think Daniel Jones is gonna get a touchdown, and then Gano 2 field goals. It's gonna be a very tight game. That's where I'm going.
We're gonna feel so stupid if this doesn't happen. But I'm flying high, and I said last week I'm ready to get hurt again. Let's just go. Let's just win out. Win out. 12-6, baby.
Alex O said Gronk is questionable. You could say that every week, even if he's healthy. He is a very questionable.
You could say that.
Young
but
man.
yeah, I would lean to maybe he doesn't play. If he does play, we're fucked because Gronk is going to dominate the Giants' middle linebacking core. But
have you seen Gronk in those USAA commercials?
They're getting old, man.
I'm special. Shut up.
Come on, can I have that? Have you served in the military? No. Well,
What's your policy number? 87.
He's making a lot of money on those, though. He is making a lot of money on those. But yeah, I mean, Roach has been pretty awesome in the linebacking core. It's the guys that we didn't like. Azeez Ojulari has been fucking killing it, but I really wish we had Blake Martinez. I really wish Low Carter could step up.
Screen just in case we do win 38-6.
Ooh, 38-6. Alex O's prediction. I love it. 3 Giants winning predictions. What could go wrong, guys?
So what is it? So Alex, what is that? Is that 2 field goals or is that like 1 touchdown and they fuck up the kick afterwards?
I like to think we keep Brady out of the end zone.
That'd be sweet. That'd be so sweet.
Because we've already got them on the ropes before. Now we deliver that knockout punch and we're like, this is the end of Brady. Not like we're gonna hurt him or anything, but like we just defeat him mentally.
And then we could get like a really, really detailed T-shirt idea of like Eli putting him in the coffin, and then Daniel Jones putting in a nail in the coffin.
Right. Done.
This would be amazing.
3 safeties.
3 safeties.
That would be how wild would that be?
That'd be a hell of a game.
Wow.
But
what do you know?
We got the Mannings talking about it. And I did thoroughly enjoy. I think it was it the first quarter last night where it went really quickly, and Peyton made the comment, was like, "Oh, this quarter's going really fast. There's no time for commercials." I bet NFL's not happy about that.
Yeah,
it made me laugh. Say it how it is. Peyton.
That's such a much better broadcast than the actual one.
Yeah, I can't watch the regular one anymore. They need to. I don't know why other networks don't jump on that bandwagon and get other ex-players to do their shit as well.
Because there's only so many Eli's and Peytons, man.
Yeah, to be fair, who would you get? Who else? There's not many.
Cooper's the only one left. They should have a Cooper alternate cast. Oh, he just watches the Manning cast and roasts his brothers.
That would be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty good.
Keep going it back and back and back until like the game's just like just in the corner. It's everyone talking about each other.
And then it's Michael Strahan watching Cooper watch Peyton and Eli and giving his thoughts on Cooper's thoughts on the Manning brothers.
And then the final one is just
the
Gronk just walking around aimlessly. Can I get insurance?
Yeah, we're just asking the Army insurance people. USAA. There we go.
I never understood that. Like, whenever I watch those commercials, even though they're kind of annoying with Gronkowski, they're spending money advertising to like, hey, we're really good, but you can't have it.
Well, I mean, if you're retired military or military family, you can. So it's like appealing to those people.
I know, but it just seems strange of like advertising something that only certain people can have. It's very, I don't know. It just seems weird. I'm not saying it's bad.
It's like what medicines, like when medicine companies do advertisements. It's like you can't have blood pressure medicine if you need that. You can't have tampons, dude. I mean, I guess you could.
I mean, I can.
They're not for you.
Yeah, but there's nothing stopping me from buying them.
Right.
Like if I have like a runny nose.
That's true.
Pop my nose.
Okay, so I take that back. Yeah, you're right. It is weird, but I get why they do it.
It would be weird.
It's like a country club. It's like a vet country club.
Bet their Christmas party is sick though.
Probably. lit.
Open bar. Probably like
Yeah,
a country
man.
singer. What's his name? Chris Stapleton. I bet he's there.
Exactly. Yeah, he'll be there. The state man.
Rocking out. Gronkowski
So what's
outside trying to get in. The bouncer won't let him in.
So what's going on Waffle Box tomorrow, dude? I've been wearing my Waffle Box shirt. Not
That's
to
a cool
brag,
shirt.
but it's pretty sick. It's a pretty sick shirt.
Whoever designed that should win a prize.
Yeah, they should.
Did they design any other shirts for any other podcasts in the past?
They may or may not have designed a couple of Pass the Gravy shirts as well.
I should have wore the lollipop design. We could have synchronized before the show.
It's a bomb pop design, but yeah,
bomb pop, whatever.
It would have been like when you like trade jerseys at the end of a game.
That'd be cool.
Trade podcast shirts.
On Waffle Box, I don't know why I rolled as R's. There's no R's in Waffle.
Raffle Box.
Raffle Box
on the floor laughing while you're listening.
At Louisville. We're talking about Britney Spears, baby. She's free as a bird. Finally, talking about that and reviewing Red Notice with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And Ryan Reynolds, Mel Gibson bringing back the Lethal Weapon franchise for some fucking reason that no one knows. And thanks to listening to your show, I could not help but comment sometime this week on the singer pissing on a fan because that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
Definitely talking about that this week. How about on Pass Up the Gravy?
On Pass the Gravy. We're gonna dabble in Britney Spears talk, but we're gonna leave that mostly to Waffle Box. We're also gonna be talking about toppling the patriarchy because that's what Taylor Swift did, and we're gonna get into Taylor Swift and how there's been some chaos coming out on the internet because Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal's relationship. But still, nothing's gonna piss the Swifties off. Our king, Lil Nas X, he won GQ's Man of the Year, so obviously we called it. We're gonna take credit for that as well. And then we're gonna talk about some animal fights, dude. Like some animal, like who would win in animal fights. Those are always fun combos. And I got some more great ideas that you're gonna want to tune in for as well.
Sounds fun. What you should get is like videos of animals fighting. And then have people commentate over them like it's a UFC fight. That'd be good shit.
Ooh, I do like that. That'd be fun.
Might
have to work on that. Yeah.
That'd be on our Netflix show next year.
Yeah. We'll put that together over a year and then we'll just release it all in one.
Because they'll have to replace Tiger King after the second one comes out. They'll play it. So it's
Tiger
Fights.
Well.
Tiger Fights with Mike and Alex.
That'd
Make it happen, Netflix.
Pay us.
And where can the good people find that on the socials?
At Pass the Gravy Pod. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to podcasts or check out our YouTube channel, Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. And then we do have some Pass the Gravy Christmas sweaters that we've got available at passthegravymerch.com.
Speaking of Christmas sweater, we have a Christmas sweater launched. Viva la Dimes Christmas alternative. Check that out at merch.cbbpod.com. What else? You just said something and I was going to mention it, and now it's gone. Oh no! Yes, Waffle Box. But if you do want to watch Waffle Box or listen to Waffle Box, you can go to waffleboxpod.com. But if you are looking, because sometimes searching, typing Pass the Gravy in YouTube is hard. Now I finally worked out how to fucking do it because I'm an idiot. But if you're watching this show on YouTube, just go to our main channel page, and then there's a section below that says other shows by Mike and Alex, and you can just click on the Waffle Box link or click on the Pass the Gravy podcast link. Just hit the subscribe and all that beautiful stuff. So yes, we'll be back next week with episode 50. 50. Big day. We're going to do something incredibly special, which is do exactly what we do every week, talk about West Ham and Giants. It's going to be great.
Exactly. But we'll talk about more wins. Though.
But we actually have games to talk about when West Ham beat Wolves and the Giants beat Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Yes.
But yeah, until then, make sure you follow us at Mr. Mike Fish, at Alex J. Middleton, at CBB Pod on all the social media networks, except for MySpace and The Truth, whatever that Donald Trump thing was.
Or what is it? It began with a P, wasn't it? Or Forum?
I don't know.
Never mind.
But when you apparently when you retweet stuff, instead of retweeting, it's retruthing something, which I kind of
that's good.
I found hilarious.
Truthful then.
Exactly.
Parler. It was Parler.
Well, no, that was something different. But yeah, that was also.
We're not on Parler.
No, we're not on Parler. Although maybe that could be
No.
Anyway.
No.
Until next week, don't forget, as always,
seahorses forever.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.